Good evening. You're watching the ABC 10 News at 5. I'm Alex Bell.
And I'm Mike Duffy. Chris and Madison are off tonight. Our top story at 5 is the record snowfall in the Sierra and the impact it continues to have for people living in the region.
That's exactly right. And we have team coverage on storm impacts. ABC 10's Becca Habegger is in Nevada City looking at power outages in the area. Luke Cleary is along Highway 50 in Placerville, and traffic is heavy heading to Lake Tahoe. And then we also have meteorologist Carly Gomez, who is tracking the next round of rain and snow. But first, we want to go ahead and give an update on the road conditions on the two major highways leading to the Sierra. So eastbound Interstate 80 is finally reopened after 3 days of being closed. It's open just to passenger vehicles and essential commercial vehicles at Applegate. Westbound traffic is still closed from the Nevada state line to Colfax. And Caltrans spent the day clearing the snow on the road. They told us it's the longest that 80's closure in recent memories.
And this is one of the reasons I-80 was closed for so long. A lot of trees fell on the road during the storm. Caltrans worked throughout the day clearing the area up, but they say that those trees just keep falling.
And Highway 50 was open and closed again this morning. A semi-truck jackknifed near Sand Flat and Myers. Traffic was at a standstill on both westbound and eastbound lanes. It reopened just after 12 p.m. And power outages also continue to be a very big problem. Take a look at this map from PG&E. There are nearly 55,000 customers without power right now. Those orange areas in the foothills represent the biggest outages.
And ABC 10's Becca Habegger is live in Nevada City, where some help is now available for those without power. Good evening, Becca.
Good evening. That's right. I'm here outside of Nevada County's Madeline Helling Library, just off Highway 49 near the county buildings. It's here that the Red Cross of the Gold Country region is heading into its second night of offering shelter and food and warmth for people affected by these power outages. You know, there are a lot of people in Nevada County who do have generators, but many do not, and they are doing anything right now to stay warm.
I just don't know. It could be a week, it could be 4 days, it could be 2 weeks. A lot of trees fell.
Steve Poley lives in Grass Valley and, like many of his neighbors, does not have a generator to keep his home warm.
It's like a walk-in freezer. It's pretty cold in there.
Neighbors here at Sierra Pines Mobile Home Park in Grass Valley are helping each other out. Many of them say there are a lot of older folks who live here in what are now very cold trailer homes.
I'm old, but I'm not in my 90s yet.
Wendy Olenek lives here, lost power, and has been checking on her elderly neighbors, including one 94-year-old woman who was alone and cold in her mobile home.
They're having a pretty tough time just because it's so cold and they can't get out and they have to stay bundled. You can see your breath when you're inside.
She says neighbors here act as a community, including shoveling what she calls
cement, because it's so heavy. Sierra cement.
Brian Murphy came to the busy Robinson gas station in Grass Valley Tuesday afternoon to fill his propane tank, which powers his gas fireplace.
I got an old house, so it's hard to keep it warm when it's 30 degrees all night long and stuff. Yeah, it's supposed to get colder, and we're supposed to get more snow, I guess. I've lived up here since the 80s, and this is one of the heaviest, biggest power outages we've had because of the heavy snow.
Back outside Nevada County's Madeline Helling Library in Nevada City, Red Cross Gold Country Region shelter lead Robin Brinson says the shelter housed a couple of people Monday night, with many more coming during the day Tuesday to charge phones and get warm.
We'll still be open tonight, and as long as the need is there, we'll be here.
And we have some tentative good news here tonight. The mobile home park we were at earlier today, I just checked on the PG&E outage map. While the power is still off, it says the power is supposed to be restored by 10 p.m. tonight. So I know the folks living there really hope that PG&E can meet that deadline.
All right, Becca, thank you. Yes, we do hope that their power comes on this evening.
Yeah, very soon. Okay, let's get things over to meteorologist Carly Gomez, who's tracking this weather. How much longer are we looking at these conditions, Carly?
Well, just take a look at this. This is Highway 80, Donner, and we know they reopened the roads just a couple of hours ago, and now things have come to a stop. I've been watching this throughout the last 2 hours, and I saw cars getting through pretty nicely. Now We have some CHP there, and it looks like everyone is at a standstill. Once again, this is going to be something we see in the next 24 hours. Once again tomorrow as another winter storm does arrive. Right now we're seeing a little bit of moisture still on the map, but this is nothing compared to what we expect as we move into the overnight hours and early Wednesday morning. Another winter storm warning in effect till 10 p.m. Wednesday. That is for the Sierra and even the coastal range, even the outskirts of the coastal range approaching the valley. Looking at a winter weather advisory, that'll be in effect until noon tomorrow. Still some scattered showers pushing through northern areas of the valley. We will see some more heavy showers also coming our way into tomorrow morning. Take a look at the winter storm totals from the 21st to the 28th. We are seeing a lot of these numbers just soaring above 100 inches, including North Star, Sugar Bowl, and the Sierra Snow Lab there at Soda Springs, Palisades, Tahoe at 113, and our friends in Placerville at just above 2,500 feet at 10 inches of snowfall in the Gilmore backyard. A nice evening, even a little chilly there. In the 40s right now, mid-40s Sacramento, Stockton, Modesto, Marysville, 26 degrees right now in Tahoe, but cold temperatures continuing overnight, as well as that winter storm. We'll talk more about that coming up. Mike.
Okay, looking forward to it. Thank you, Carly. And now to the conditions along Highway 50, where there's a lot of traffic and a lot of snow. This photo was taken at Phillips Station. Cars there were bumper to bumper, creeping along the highway, because until this afternoon, it was the only way to Lake Tahoe. Well, ABC 10's Luke Cleary is in Placerville with a look at the conditions along Highway 50. How's it looking out there right now, Luke?
Hey, you know, Mike, we left early from ABC 10 this morning at around 10 o'clock with every intention of bringing you a live report on the record snowfall from deep in the Sierras, but we were met by this hours-long traffic jam. We pulled over on the outskirts here of Placerville at around 2 p.m. and let me tell you, things just really haven't changed an awful lot in the last 3 hours or so. People here still face a long and potentially dangerous journey into the mountains.
This is the only way to go, so, you know, it is what it is.
When Interstate 80 closed, it changed a lot of plans.
Well, the plan was to go to 80, so this was the second route.
But it didn't stop thousands of people from trying to get to Lake Tahoe.
It is bumper to bumper. Some people honk their horns because they get mad and all, but it's all right.
Cars and trucks crawl along the winding mountain roads, some pulling off at Placerville's Apple Bistro.
Oh, it's been crazy.
Owner Jeanette Waldo says many could end up getting stuck.
They need to be prepared. You know, you got to bring your chains, and when it gets really bad, they want chains on all four wheels.
What's the plan?
Nothing much, just hanging out the snow, but there is a lot of traffic, so we just decided to stop here.
For Diego Martinez and his family, snowball fights are helping pass the time before they head back home to Arbuckle. For people who live in the area, though, things could get worse before they get better.
We're having lunch because we have no power in our home.
Gail Gloria found refuge at Apple Bistro after she says 17 trees fell in her neighborhood, taking out power and blocking the only driveway out. She and some others trudged up the hill with their kids. People might say, hey, you live on the mountains, you're used to snowstorms.
Oh no, this is our very first year. We moved here a year ago. The locals that I've known, the older mountain people that are on our hill that have been here for 10 years, 20 years, they just hunker down. They have it, they're prepared, they stay away from all this as much as possible.
And we've been speaking with drivers at this point who say that right now they've been in traffic for 3 hours. And while Highway 50 remains open all the way to Lake Tahoe and parts of eastbound I-80 are now reopened, that could help conditions somewhat. Caltrans still says if you don't have to make this journey tonight, you probably shouldn't. Back to you.
Yeah.